right, y'all. Welcome to the next segment of Real Shorts. I'll keep it quick here. I'll take a few minutes to talk about tackle management. In my opinion, tackle management comes down to three primary phases. The first phase, everything that you keep at home, your home management. Okay? People do home management in different ways, from pegboard to totes and crates to cardboard boxes to even plano or flambeau storage. To each their own, right? And then you have travel storage. This is how you travel with your gear that you have in excess to what you usually fish with. Just in case you encounter that unique situation where you might need a bait that you don't traditionally have with you or wouldn't traditionally have in your boat storage, which is where you keep your mainstay of items that you use. Now in my boat storage, I keep it thin because I'm trying to keep my package light. Whether I'm using my bass boat or whether I'm using my kayak, I want to keep things relatively simplistic enough that I can go into a box, get what I need, and get out. And then if something's specifically working, I'll take more than one or two of a specific item on the boat with me that day, especially if I feel like I might lose them or burn through them at a critical event or a critical juncture. Because the last thing I want to do is be caught on the water with having one type of bait and it being the only thing that they're eating. Okay? But a lot of that comes back to home storage. And this is what some people realize and some people don't necessarily have come to understanding with yet. But during COVID, we had major problems with gear shortages. Now, my tackle wall started before COVID started. I've had a tackle wall, and everybody has some construct of extra tackle laying around the house. Okay? But the reality here is that I have some depth. I have some redundancy here so that if I run out of something on the boat or I feel like I need something for a specific event, I take it off the wall, put it in the boat if it's moving straight into use case, okay, and then replace it on the wall with new stock and inventory from Bass Pro, Tackle Warehouse, or wherever, or I move it to travel storage. And from there, with travel storage, what happens is I take the 5 or 6 baits that I think are going to be priority for the event that I'm going to fish. They go in the box first, and they go in with redundancy. And then I grab other baits from the wall that I think I'm going to potentially need for the event, just in case I run into a scenario that I wasn't ready for. Maybe I thought the fish were in pre-spawn and they'd moved all the way into spawn already. Or maybe I thought that the shad spawn was going on, but in reality the shad spawn's already over. Okay? I want to be able to make those unique adjustments, and to be able to make those adjustments, I need to make sure I have certain things with me. And like when you travel with a kayak, you have a lot less space traveling with a kayak than you do traveling with a bass boat. And so those adjustments are made by each angler independently, but those are things that you learn to come to terms with over time. So for me, home storage is based on the pegboard and peg hooks, okay? This is my version of organization. I basically went to the local hardware store, I bought 4x8 sheets of pegboard, and then I bought 4-inch pegboard hooks off of Amazon. This is what works for me. I keep my organization relatively simple. I keep my hard baits and terminal tackle on one end, and then I keep soft plastics moving all the way down to swim baits on the other end, and I basically pick and choose as I need items. It's what works for me. Like I said, it's not going to work for everybody, but you got to do what's going to work for you in the situation. For me, this is easy to work with. I rotate stock relatively well, and then I move things out that I don't need anymore, or that I don't have appreciation for anymore. Okay? And it's just as simple as that. Do me a favor, tell me about your tackle storage in the comments below. I hope you find this information useful. We'll engage on some of the other topics like travel storage and boat storage in the future. But for now, I hope this helps, and keep it real. Take it easy. Bye.